is Kennedy, and you're watching Dante Boxing Nation.
Dante's Boxing Nation, what's going on, guys? So Canelo Alvarez versus Billy Joe Saunders should be announced next week, according to the rumors. Now, I'm sure a lot of you guys are aware that BJ Saunders has just came off of his worst performance in his last fight. It's pretty ironic because when Billy Joe Saunders was coming off of his best performance over David Lemieux, Team Canelo, they said they don't like Billy Joe Saunders' style. They said he was boring and they're not going to fight him. They turned down a chance to fight Billy Joe Saunders for a title. But now that BJ Saunders comes off of his worst performance, they changed their mind. Now all of a sudden they like his style. So basically when they say they don't like a style, that means they think that person is too dangerous and maybe that person might beat Canelo Alvarez. But if they like your style, that means the person has flaws. That means they believe in Canelo. They believe that Canelo could possibly beat this guy. Now, even with Canelo Alvarez cherry-picking Billy Joe Saunders, this still is a good fight, especially if BJ Saunders comes in shape. And I'll say this as well. Now, if this was a fighter like a Terrence Crawford, or Errol Spence, or someone on that level, I would say that Canelo Alvarez, maybe he's fighting BJ Saunders to prepare himself for a future fight with Demetrius Andrade, considering the fact that both fighters are tall, both fighters can box, and they're both southpaws. But because this is Canelo Alvarez we're talking about, I'm not even going to say that's what he's thinking. He's not thinking anything about Demetrius Andrade. Canelo Alvarez is only thinking about facing the weakest link in whatever division he campaigns at. Whoever looks the weakest, that's who he wants to pick off. And this is the reason why Canelo Alvarez is not pound for pound and will not be pound for pound if he continues to do this. And I don't care how much the Canelo Alvarez fans cry. If you Canelo Alvarez fans really want Canelo to be considered pound for pound, one of the best fighters in the world, you guys need to start putting pressure on Canelo Alvarez to go after the best fighters in the divisions that he fights at. Even his own promoter, Oscar De La Hoya, said that Canelo Alvarez is going to have to fight Jermall Charlo and Demetrius Andrade. He's going to have to fight the likes of Charlo and Demetrius Andrade to be considered great. And Canelo has not done that. Canelo has already said that he's not interested in either one of them, at least for the time being. This doesn't mean that he'll never fight them, because once again, all it takes is for them to look weak and he may change his mind. Canelo Alvarez fans continue to compare Canelo to Floyd Mayweather, saying, oh, well, Floyd did the same thing, etc., etc. Well, if Canelo is attempting to do the same thing that Floyd Mayweather did, Floyd, he fought guys coming off of their best performance. When is Canelo going to start fighting guys coming off of their best performance instead of coming off of their worst performances? When is Canelo going to go after the top dog in any division? I mean, he's fighting at 160, 168, 175, and Canelo has not fought the best in any of these divisions in the last, 2 years? Once again, by way of contrast, this is the reason why Terrence Crawford is pound for pound the best fighter in the world. Because not only has he moved up multiple divisions, cleaned out the 140-pound division, won all the belts, but he moved up to 147 and he went after the boogeyman, Errol Spence. He pulled a Floyd Mayweather move. He got on the phone with Errol Spence. He said, pick your phone up, and did whatever it took to try to make the fight with the most dangerous, the best welterweight in the world. That is what a pound for pound champion does. A person that is pound for pound the best fighter in the world truly believes that he's pound for pound the best. So he proves it with actions. And that is exactly what Crawford does. That's what Canelo Alvarez is not doing. I mean, if you took Canelo Alvarez's heart out, replaced it with Crawford's heart, Terrence Crawford, or maybe I should say the new Canelo Alvarez, he would be all over Demetrius Andrade and Jermall Charlo, calling them out. They wouldn't even be able to sleep. Their phone would be ringing because the new Canelo would be calling them up. When are we going to make this fight? Let's get it done. And you Canelo Alvarez fans, you know that that is a fact. You know that Terrence Crawford would never give up his belt to avoid Jermall Charlo. He would never say, I'm not fighting Demetrius Andrade because I don't like his style. He would never say that, because Terrence Crawford always wants to prove to the world, to the boxing world, that he's the best fighter in the world. So once again, Canelo fans, you could get angry, you could slap your knee and cry all you want, but one thing you will not do is shut up this truth. That's all I got for now, guys. I'm on to the next one.